Welcome, everybody. This is Outlaws Unleashed. My name is Kent. Grandma is here. Hello, Grandma.
Hello.
Hello. We made a program, Grandma, about the Norwegian royal family. But we did not mention the politicians. And as we see now, we see our former prime minister. Apparently, he's tried to end his own life. What can you tell us?
Yeah, at this point it's allegedly because they went back on that claim. And so no one knows for sure at this point. But so the official statement now is that he has been taken care of by the health authorities. And that's code for being held by some kind of psychiatric ward against his own will. Yeah.
Jagland is one of the people mentioned in the Epstein documents. Apparently, there's more Norwegian politicians also. What can you tell us about this?
Basically, it's like this. All the politicians and establishment in Norway, left and right, and health authorities, and all of them, they are in Epstein's most inner circles. And Epstein himself, he was in Norway. That was back in 2003 when Bill Clinton and him flew in to Norway on his Lolita Express. So, yeah.
But Grandma, we see that Norway is in the news about this. Why would somebody like that have an interest of coming to Norway? So we are a small country with, at least we have a small population. Why would somebody come here?
Isn't it obvious?
For me
We
and
are
you,
one of
maybe, but
yeah, yeah, we are one of the richest nations on earth when it comes to oil and gas and, and criminals, they are attracted to money.
yeah,
So,
especially to free money, because over the budget we have, is it 1% of the budget is going to organizations and like this for apparently refugees and going to help people in other countries. But we don't ask any questions where this money is going, do we? So it seems
no,
like the mission is about giving the 1%. It's not about doing good for it.
no, it's not. And one paper in Norway just the other day, they disclosed that 140 millions of that money goes to journalists. So we wonder how this propaganda we have at the moment can go on like it does. It's not a wonder. Our government are feeding them with money.
So first, the politicians that got in position, they are in a position that they can give away money. So when they give away money, they give away money to corrupt other politicians and corrupt, what can we say, businessmen. And it seems like it's the top of the society. But people should know about this, Grandma. It's not only about the one or two or 10 people that's up until now framed. Shouldn't it be a bad kept secret, this? People should know about this. But then again, like you mentioned, if the journalists don't ask any questions,
Yes, that's what they are paid to do. They are paid to not ask questions and to spew propaganda. They are paid to do that.
because we see,
Um,
when we see what happened with the Jagland, and I think it's pretty horrible that it pushes a man to try to commit suicide, apparently. Uh, he should be judged in a courtroom if he has done something wrong. But what about everybody else?
yeah, and that's why I think, that's why they attack a few people so hard. It's a desperate attempt to cover up for themselves. I'm convinced this is because when you see how many billions they have been given to Gates and Clinton and all Epstein's best friends, you know what circles they operate in. And also, we who are conspiracy theorists and what else they call us, racist, Nazis, grandma killers, anti-vax. I don't know. It's a lot of words
Yeah.
they have been using for us for many years. But we have known all this stuff, yeah, more than 10 years now. WikiLeaks was released in 2016. That's when we knew about the Podesta brothers, who was running Hillary Clinton's campaign. That's when we knew about Benghazi. That's when we knew about her private email server. That's when we knew about Haiti, that they went to Haiti and they were supposed to build up Haiti after this devastating earthquake. And they ended up building 25 houses and they was just stealing there also and trafficking children, of course. We have
It's
known this for 10 years.
it's one thing that this shit is happening because it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
But the watchdogs, where are the journalists? It's the outcasts, it's the outlaws, it's the so-called weirdos, it's the so-called conspiracy theorists like us that's talking about this. So the journalists,
yeah,
you see that as a, uh, I'm thinking of Torbjørn Jagland again. Um, you see the journalists and the media, they knew about this for at least a week, and nobody wrote about it. Nobody said anything.
yeah,
Of course, it's a personal tragedy, but this person was the prime minister,
yeah.
the
He
leader
was
of
the one
the
who gave
biggest party.
yeah, he was the leader of the Nobel Committee also, and he gave the Peace Prize to Barack Obama before he started to bomb Libya and God knows 20,000 bombs he was dropping, Obama. And but I have this distinct feeling that Mr. Torbjörn Jagland is not a bad guy. I don't think he did anything wrong when it comes to children and stuff like this. My feeling is um, that maybe he was kind of naive. Maybe. I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong when it comes to corruption. Maybe he did. And that's what this investigation is going to find out. But the point is that these people in the government now who are desperate to frame him and Mr. Rød Larsen, and I think they are only being so brutal against their friends because they want to save themselves. I'm convinced that's what they are doing.
At least we know that there were different fractions in the Norwegian Labour Party.
Yeah,
Jagland was a part of one fraction, and we
yeah,
know the other fraction is the former NATO General Secretary, Jens Stoltenberg, and the Norwegian Prime Minister today, Jonas Gahr Støre.
yeah,
And they are
yeah. And
different
they
fractions.
never liked Jagland.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah,
I think we should be careful to cast judgment and cast the other way also. So we should have the courts decide this. But like you say, I think it's a possibility that Jagland didn't do anything with children. I think he's corrupt, which is what it is. But we see examples of the mess around Epstein. You see the focus is turning a little away from what happened with the children, because
yeah,
that's the main focus here, I think. The corruption is one thing. That's the lubricant of everything. But also, I think there's more Epsteins. And I think, as I know, there will come more information about this to the public because not all of the files have been released. That's a question by itself, of course, why it hasn't been released. But I think there will be more in Norway also that will get some focus on themselves. What is your impression about this?
yes. I think it's a lot more. I have been digging a little deeper, like I did back in the day with WikiLeaks and stuff. And mm, I would also like to warn people if it um, if they get video in them feed where it says that it's sensitive, I would warn people to open it because the horror that is in some of these videos, you cannot unsee them, you know?
I know, I have seen it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. And it's so dark. It's so dark. Uh, it's so dark. It's unbelievable. Dark forces, I would say. Something has to um, something has to have been possessing these people who are committing these evil things. Don't you think?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and it's one thing to be in a position that you want fame, glory, money,
Yeah.
power, and you have to do some things to
Yeah.
achieve those things, to
Mm.
achieve what you want. But paying the price with your soul,
Yeah.
it's a big price.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
And it seems like it's it seems like it's scary. It's scary how many have done that. Maybe some of them have been forced to. Maybe some of them have been tricked into something which they couldn't get out of. Maybe. I don't know. But it's dark. It's so, so dark.
it's interesting to see what people do, the things like this, uh,
Yeah.
and what's
And if,
behind it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if Torbjörn Jagland um, was attempting to take his life, um, no one should be surprised if he know anything about if he know anything about this darkness which is going on. And yeah, I think
He should speak up, try to save his soul.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Mm.
I hope both him and the two others they were choosing to throw under the bus to save themselves. I'm hoping that they find um, courage or find a way or something like this um, to tell uh, everyone about what the others have been up to all these years,
Mm. Yeah, because
together
it's
with
not only him. Uh,
no.
it's a lot more.
Imagine COVID only.
Mm.
People have forgotten about COVID now.
Do you think there?
But
But it's one thing now about the Epstein files and like this because it's emails, a lot of it. But now they use encrypted channels like Signal and like this. So will that see the light of day? You think?
yes, not long time ago, I was watching a podcast with Sean Ryan, and there are a lot of good people who are decoding that stuff. I don't remember the name of the young guy who was there. Um, a young man, but he was just putting his finger on the tastature and he was decrypting. He was decrypting everything on the dark web. It was easy peasy for him to access all of that. And I take it for granted that the American administration now they have people like this, like in Elon Musk's Doge department, for example. Those young guys you see there, they are that type of guys. It's like stealing candy from a baby for them to decode
So
this
what you're
truth.
saying is that it's hope to catch some more bad guys.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
It will not help them to. Uh, the dark web is not even the dark web is a safe place for these evil people.
I
It
like that.
isn't. Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, I
uh,
like that too.
uh,
And in that regard, I am very optimistic.
mm.
I think it's possible to remove all this evil.
What do you think will be, also, if we want change, what will be the tipping point for journalists to write about all this stuff?
No, I think those journalists all over the Western world who are corrupted, there's no hope for them. But the free media are growing and growing and growing. And I know that in the UK, for example, very competent people work to build a platform for all independent journalists. Like if you are just take your phone and you go out in the street and start filming or asking questions and stuff like this, you can be a part of that organization, and they are working to make it international. You know, in America now, the number of free media is, yeah. I remember just a few years ago, it was not so many. But now, for me, who is, how to say, I'm an addict when it comes to information. I have to choose every day, because now it's so many free media, very competent media who's asking questions and stuff. So yeah,
What do you think?
I'm
But you think the journalists in the mainstream media, will they have a opportunity to save their souls, you think?
uh, I don't know. I really don't know. But I think um, I'm not so, how to say, angry with them or hard with them, because yeah, they have mortgage to pay, they have a family to take care of, and most people, they just want a job and a good family life, no?
They do.
So
Yeah,
yeah, who am I to judge?
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
good way to say it. Yeah.
yes,
I don't think we should shall judge,
no,
but I am not kind
yeah,
to mainstream journalists because they should be the watchdogs
yes, they should.
for the rest of us.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
think
not small chihuahuas even. They are.
no,
What are they?
yeah, I don't know. They are, yeah, but
Hmm,
they are getting smaller and smaller every day.
hmm.
People don't read them anymore or listen to them anymore. But most importantly, people don't believe them anymore. So yeah,
Yeah, you see the younger generation. They don't turn on the mainstream media news in the evening. They find
no,
news on the internet.
yes,
So,
yes,
so there's hope at least. Yeah.
yes, yes, it is.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting as always, Grandma. Thank you guys
Yeah,
for listening. This has been Outlaws Unleashed. See you guys next time. Goodbye for now.
goodbye.